Hi, I'm Cass with Dances with Floss. The other half of Dances with Floss, Tanya, is currently visiting her family for Thanksgiving and not with me today. So I'm coming to you on my own with a early Flossmas Black Friday special extra. Hope that you all don't mind. Now, you're also going to want to make sure to check out Babs at Cottage Rogue because she will also be posting a similar Flossmas extra, although it may just be her regular weekly video. I don't know. Depends on how she decides to do it. We did a little Black Friday excursion to BeStitchMe, and I thought this would be a good time to share my haul with you. Now, I went with a purpose. Their sale for Black Friday was 50% or buy one, get one, 50% off of their silk. And 20% off of patterns, and I believe 10% off of gift cards. And then if you were in store and spent a certain amount, there was a free gift. And for the first 28 customers who spent at that threshold, I knew with my plan I was going to hit that threshold. Cottage Rogue definitely hit that threshold easily. So I went with a plan. I didn't buy any patterns because I have my Christmas stitching plan pretty set. While I wouldn't call myself a seasonal stitcher, I would call myself a seasonal starter. I do like to start in theme with the season or in some kind of theme, but once I get it started, I'll stitch it any time of year. I don't really care. But I like to start appropriately for the season. And unless I buy some patterns at the Jingle Ball, which I'm sure I'm going to because they dangled the word exclusive in front of me, I am pretty set. But we are in the last couple days of November. We're not in December yet. And that means it's still Nora November, at least until Sunday. So I want to show you the special project that I'm starting to bridge that gap between Nora November and the beginning of my December stitching. And that would be The Coffee House by Nora Corbett. So I got to thinking about how I took the Halloween fairy and I used that to bridge from October Halloween into Nora November and decided, with my love of Christmas villages, this would be a good idea. So I got on 1, 2, 3 stitch and pulled the trigger before I saw the BeStitchMe sale. Got the Caron Waterlily that you're supposed to get for it. Did not get the bead pack because, as you saw from the last video, I don't really want to do the beads. I haven't ruled them out yet. I'm going to do all the stitching and then I'm going to decide if I really want to do the beads. I may do the beads that are snow in the background. I don't know if you can see in the picture that there's beads up there for snow. I might do that. Maybe. I might also just use Etoile and make an X. Could be. We'll see when I get that far how irritated I am or if I've got some patience to add a little sparkle. But that being said, that's what I have and decided. And I also have 20 count opalescent. See that beautiful sparkle? I love opalescent fabric for the holidays. 20 count Petunia. So you can see this is a little tight to be doing beading. So if I do it at all, it's just going to be the snowflakes in the sky. But I might not do it at all. So I have this. Now, what does that have to do with BeStitchMe? I thought, yes, I am doing a Caron Waterlilies called for silk. But what if I did the whole thing in silk? And that's kind of an expensive endeavor for my single mom budget. But with the BeStitchMe sale, that's doable. And the way their color wall is, which check out the montage that shows that, I bet that I can do a one-for-one comparison between the DMCs and the silks and do a whole conversion. And I did. If buy one, get one 50% off before tax, just my silk was about $45. That's not too bad. At $5 a skein for silk, that could be a lot worse. Now, it's entirely possible I might need more than one skein of these colors. I don't think so though, because I'm doing this on a 20 count 1/1. I think that I will be okay. But I want to show you my haul. First of all, I hit the spending threshold for the gift that they were giving to the first 28, I believe, customers in person in shop, and got this awesome canvas tote. This is going to be really great when I go to the library to stitch with our local Eastern Iowa stitchers. So I know I will definitely get lots of use out of this. And it's a really nice heavy canvas bag. It's got the store logo on it. It's got this nice pocket in the front. Nice pocket in the front. It zips closed and it's huge on the inside, which is great because I use Jasmine's custom bags. I have 2 on the way. I can't show them to you because of the Canada Post strike. That I support labor. I support the need to strike. I just hope that the strike is over soon and they get what they need out of their contract negotiations so that we can all have our Christmas goodies. And I understand the impact to small business. So I know that that's pretty important. So let me show you my beautiful bounty of colors. Trying to make sure I get them all here. So many beauties. Now, I have to tell you, I agonized and I went back and forth on some of these colors. On BeStitchMe's Facebook group, in their files, there is a chart that has a conversion that they've done for you. If you can't be in the store yourself, that's a great resource. I would, however, highly advise that if you are in the store, that you take advantage of the fact that they have a spinner rack of DMC and do the conversion yourself. I think that you will be happier with it in the end. That is what I did. I started out, I went into the store with their suggested flosses and came out having made a different decision about the colors. So it's okay. I still think that they were very close suggestions. And I think situationally, though, they may not be right for every project. I think they were very close, though. So that being said, let me show you some of what I got. The coffee house teal colors are going to be, I got Water Nymph and Frosty Mint. I think these are lovely. Very excited to stitch with these. They are very close in color, but they are different. One is slightly more blue than the other one. I think they're going to be perfect. One that wasn't on in the chart on the Facebook group, DMC, I believe it's 500. I believe it's 500. Yeah. Oh, it says 501. Uh-oh. Hope I'm okay. I think I'll be fine. I got TRex hand. Kind of a darker blue-green. I think it's going to be okay. Kind of excited about it. For Blanc, I got Bone. I've been meaning to get a silk white. I have heard stitching with a white silk is a lot better than, or shouldn't say better, looks nicer stitched sometimes than stitching with white DMC. I am a B5200 girl for white. We'll see. But I'm excited to give a white silk a chance. I got Shortbread. Old Lace. Artemis. Now this is one that I changed from what was suggested. I have to look at what was suggested to tell you. I want to say, I don't remember. But it definitely wasn't this one. Might have been Dolphin. I don't know. But when I pulled the DMC, this was a much better match. Silver Hand. Slate. And then the purples that are called for. Huckleberry. Mystery. Well, there's one that it was really close between two. So I got them both, and I decided that I would decide as I stitched the spot because they're very close colors. And also I needed to buy an even number anyway. Mystery and Mystical. I am very excited to use these. But that is my silk conversion, my BeStitchMe silk conversion for Nora Corbett's coffee house. I do actually, this is on a 20 count, this is a fairly small project. I am going to see if I can actually just finish it this December. We'll see. I have a lot of things planned, so I might not. I might get close though, and if not, it'll be January because I'm not going to put it away, I think, until it's finished. The reason I say that, again, I said I hand paint a little Christmas village every year, and since I can't get any more of the ones that size, I decided I wanted to stitch my Christmas village, and my first one I want to stitch is that. I probably will also chart there's a finishing board that I want to get, a very special one that has a little street sign. And I think I'm going to chart something that says coffee house for the little street sign. I think that would be cute. But that's not all the silk I got, because at the register, when I paid, they had a big bin of floss packs, and she said, pick one to take with you as a gift. Fantastic. I got this. This was the February 2024 Silk of the Month pack, which I just think is wonderful. I love silk floss. I definitely use them whenever I get them, usually in sample packs, not gonna lie. This came with sushi, melon, sprout, plankton, and dioptase. Beautiful colors. Really, truly beautiful colors. Beautiful silks. More look at those. Let me put them up one at a time for you. This is sushi. Melon. Sprout. Plankton. And dioptase. Now, please don't think that I could walk into that store and not buy fabric. Couldn't. I will say the only thing that I was disappointed in was that they really this time didn't have a lot of eighth cuts. I will say one of the things that I like about being able to shop in person at BeStitchMe is other times that I've gone, they have bins that have eighth cuts. I've done really well being able to buy eighth cuts and have the perfect size piece of fabric for some of the smaller things that I work on. They didn't have really very much this time, or if they did, it had been really picked over. That's fine. I'm glad that they don't have an abundance. I'm glad for them that they don't have an abundance. I'm just sad for me. But I still had to buy some fabric. So I bought myself an 18 count opal Through the Stones, because a green opal is just a good Christmas fabric. I don't know what's going on it yet. I'm sure that I will figure that out probably at the Jingle Ball. But I had to have it. And it kind of appeased a part of me that was a little brokenhearted as I was looking at fabric, because even though I have that beautiful 20 count Petunia, while I was there, I fell in love with a different fabric, but couldn't get it in the color and size I wanted. As I said, I am an Aida stitcher. And because of the finishing plan that I already have for the village, I knew that it needed to be stitched. The coffee house needs to be stitched in either an 18 count or a 20 count for it to fit on the finishing board that I would like to use. So I was really hopeful when I saw cinnamon. Oh my gosh. In the opal, cinnamon is washed out just enough from the regular Aida or linen cinnamon. It was the most beautiful, soft pink, but not too soft, like a warm, soft pink. Just beautiful. looked beautiful with my floss, but I was agonizing because the only count they had it in was a 32 count linen, or sorry, 32 count Lugana. I would be miserable. I love the color. I would be miserable. They did not have it in anything that I stitch with. So sad. I love it so much that I will probably special order it to have on hand for next year. Yeah. But no dice for this year. So that's okay. We're going to be using Petunia. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be happy with it. It's all good. But that's my BeStitchMe haul. Believe me, I've got other shopping coming, other things that are in the wings. Some patterns that I bought online at some of the sales there. I finally ordered the I ordered on Etsy the sulky floss that I intend to use for my stitch along that I talked about in our last Flosstube. So I will do another Flosstube extra specifically about that once all of the flosses that I have planned come in. And then of course, Flossmas is going to start, and I'm going to have my Christmas stitching and Advent to share with you for Flossmas. I know I for sure am doing Flossmas. Tanya, we're working on. She's got that great Advent. And I told her if she filmed it, I would help her edit it and we'll get it up for you. We'll see about that. I'm not going to promise anything for her, but maybe we might try. I'm not going to post those daily. I might do like a kickoff to Flossmas video on the 1st, but for sure, I will at least do every 4 to 5 days. So that's the plan right now. I hope you got to do some Christmas stitching and that you have a wonderful Black Friday cross stitch haul, and that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. I no longer feel as guilty about Thanksgiving as I did, because I did watch a few history videos on YouTube this weekend about the actual history of where Thanksgiving came from. And guess what? It wasn't the Pilgrims. Thanksgiving actually predates America, and it only became a holiday in the 1940s. Before that, it was just something that a proclamation had to be put out for every year, but that didn't happen until the Civil War. So I feel a little less guilty about celebrating Thanksgiving. So if that helps you, it sure helped me. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend and enjoying lots of time with your stitching and with your family. And thanks for stopping by. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I am overjoyed reading comments. I've been trying to reply to them in a timely manner, favorite or like them in a timely manner. I read every comment. I share them with Tanya. Thank you so much. We appreciate every subscriber, every watch, everyone. The Flosstube community is wonderful. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you again on our next video. Thanks for stopping by.